This morning, somewhere in the world, a 72-year-old woman passed away unexpectedly. The cause? A simple mistake she made without even realizing it. A mistake that, unfortunately, many people over 70 make every single day. The truth is, as we get older, our bodies become more sensitive to small habits that once seemed harmless. The choices we make in the first moments of our day have a profound impact on our health, on our heart, our circulation, our balance, even our brain function. Yet, most people over 70 make at least one of these mistakes every single morning. Without giving it a second thought, the good news? Once you're aware of them, they're easy to fix. And avoiding them could mean the difference between a healthy, active life and a serious medical emergency. Stay with us until the end, because the final mistake we'll discuss is one that almost no one talks about, but it's one of the most dangerous. It's something that can increase your risk of dizziness, falls, and even heart problems, all without you realizing it. Before we begin, I want to thank you for being here. If you find this information valuable, take a moment to subscribe to Graceful Elderly, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your support helps us continue bringing life-changing content to people just like you. Now, let's dive in. Mistake number 1. Getting out of bed too quickly. You've done it thousands of times, waking up, swinging your legs over the side of the bed, and standing up. It's a natural part of starting your day. But for older adults, this simple action can be dangerous. As we age, our circulatory system doesn't adjust as quickly as it used to. After lying down for several hours, blood pools in the lower part of the body. If you suddenly sit up or stand too fast, your blood pressure can drop sharply, leading to dizziness or even fainting. This condition, called orthostatic hypotension, is a major cause of falls in older adults. Think about the last time you got out of bed. Did you feel a little off balance for a few seconds? Did your vision blur slightly? Did you have to steady yourself before taking that first step? If so, that was your body warning you. And if you ignore those warnings, the next time could lead to a fall, and the consequences of a fall after 70 can be life-changing. Take Edward, 74. Every morning, he would wake up and stand up immediately. He never thought much about it until one morning. He blacked out for just a second and lost his footing. Fortunately, he landed on his bed, but it could have been much worse. That's when he knew something had to change. The solution is simple, but powerful. Instead of jumping out of bed, follow this 3-step process. 1. Start slow when you wake up. Take a few deep breaths and wiggle your fingers and toes to stimulate circulation. 2. Sit up, gradually roll onto your side, then slowly push yourself up into a sitting position. Let your feet rest on the floor. 3. Pause before standing. Give your body a moment to adjust. Move your ankles, stretch your arms, and take a few steady breaths before getting up. These extra few seconds could save you from a serious fall. And as you probably already know, falls are one of the biggest dangers for older adults, leading to broken bones, hospitalizations, and loss of independence. So tomorrow morning, take your time. Your safety is worth it. Mistake number 2. Skipping water. In the morning, one of the most overlooked yet dangerous mistakes people make in the morning, especially after 70, is not drinking water right after waking up. You might not think of hydration as something urgent first thing in the morning, but after hours of sleep, your body is in a state of mild dehydration. And for older adults, that can have serious consequences. As you sleep, your body continues functioning. Your organs work, your lungs breathe, and your body loses fluids through respiration and sweat. By the time you wake up, your blood is slightly thicker, your circulation is slower, and your body is operating at a deficit. If you don't replenish that fluid quickly, it can contribute to problems like high blood pressure, poor circulation, and even an increased risk of stroke or heart attack. Think about how you feel in the morning. Do you ever wake up with a dry mouth? Do your joints feel stiff? Do your energy levels seem lower than they should be? These can all be signs of dehydration, and if your first drink of the day is coffee instead of water, you could be making the problem worse. Take James, 76. He had a habit of waking up and going straight for his morning coffee. It was his routine for decades. But as he got older, he started experiencing occasional dizziness and brain fog in the mornings. His doctor told him to try drinking a glass of water first thing when he woke up. Within a few weeks, he noticed a difference. He felt more alert. His headaches became less frequent. His energy levels improved. Water is essential for keeping your blood flowing properly, helping your kidneys function efficiently, and reducing strain on your heart. Drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning helps jumpstart metabolism, rehydrate your organs, and get your circulation moving the way it should. If you don't usually drink water in the morning, start small. A single glass as soon as you wake up. Keep it by your bedside if that makes it easier. And if you prefer warm beverages, try warm water with a little lemon. Your body has worked hard through the night. Give it what it needs. Don't wait until you feel thirsty by then. Dehydration has already set in, a simple habit, but one that could make all the difference in your health. So far, we've covered two of the most common morning mistakes that could be silently putting your health at risk. But there are two more ones that might surprise you. Have you ever felt uneasy after drinking coffee first thing in the morning? Or ignored morning stiffness, thinking it's just a part of aging? These small habits might seem harmless, but they could be affecting your body in ways you never realized. In the next part, we'll dive deeper into these hidden dangers and, most importantly, how to fix them before they take a toll on your health. Mornings set the foundation for the rest of the day. The habits you've had for years may feel harmless, but as the body ages, even small missteps can have a significant impact. The way you wake up, the first things you consume, and how you move in the first minutes of your day all play a role in your overall well-being. We've already explored the dangers of standing up too quickly and skipping hydration, but there are two more critical morning mistakes that many people over 70 make, ones that can affect digestion, heart health, and even long-term mobility. Mistake number 3, drinking coffee on an empty stomach. For many, the morning doesn't feel complete without a cup of coffee. It's a ritual that's been in place for decades. Wake up, pour a fresh cup, and start the day. But drinking coffee before eating anything can be one of the worst things you do for your body, especially after 70. When you wake up, your stomach is empty and your body is in a delicate state. Blood sugar levels are low. Your digestive system is just getting started, and cortisol, the body's natural stress hormone, is at its peak. Drinking coffee first thing can spike cortisol even higher, increasing stress on your body and leading to digestive discomfort, acid reflux, and blood sugar fluctuations. If you've ever had coffee in the morning and felt jittery, lightheaded, or even nauseous, that's your body telling you something. The acidity in coffee can irritate the lining of an empty stomach, leading to indigestion, acid reflux, and heartburn. As digestion naturally slows with age, the irritation becomes even more pronounced. Take Robert, 75. He started every morning the same way: black coffee first, food later. It had been his routine for years, but over time, he started experiencing frequent acid reflux. At first, he blamed it on aging, but after speaking with his doctor, he learned that drinking coffee before eating was causing unnecessary stress on his digestive system, The solution isn't giving up coffee, it's adjusting the timing. Having a small snack before your first cup helps buffer the acidity, stabilizes blood sugar, and reduces the stress response in your body. Even something as simple as a banana, a handful of nuts, or a slice of toast can make a significant difference. 4. Those who love their morning coffee but experience discomfort. Switching to a less acidic option like cold brew or adding a splash of milk can also help reduce irritation. Caffeine on an empty stomach gets absorbed rapidly, leading to a sharper spike in energy, followed by an inevitable crash. Eating first helps slow the absorption, providing a more steady boost rather than a sudden jolt followed by fatigue.so before taking that first sip tomorrow morning. Consider whether your body has the fuel it needs. A simple shift in routine can protect your digestive system, balance your energy levels, and help you feel better throughout the day. Mistake number 4, ignoring morning stiffness and moving too quickly. As the body ages, stiffness in the morning becomes more common. Many people wake up, feel tightness in their joints, and assume it's just a normal part of getting older. They push through it, get moving quickly, and don't think much of it until one wrong step leads to pain, injury, or even a fall. While sleeping, the body remains still for hours. Circulation slows, muscles stiffen, and joints become less lubricated. This is especially common in older adults, as the body naturally produces less synovial fluid, the substance that keeps joints moving smoothly. The result? When you first wake up, your body isn't fully ready for action. If you stand up too quickly, twist the wrong way, or take an unsteady step, you're putting yourself at risk. Think back to a morning when you got out of bed and felt tightness in your knees, back, or shoulders. Maybe it went away after a few minutes, or maybe you ignored it. But ignoring morning stiffness day after day can lead to bigger issues: chronic pain, limited mobility, and, in some cases, a fall. That could have been avoided. Walter, 78, always considered himself fairly active. When he woke up stiff, he would push through it, convinced that movement would eventually loosen him up. One morning, as he headed to the bathroom, he took a step, lost his balance, and fell. That single moment led to months of recovery, all because he hadn't taken a few extra minutes to warm up his body. The good news is that preventing this mistake is simple. Before even sitting up, take a few moments to wake up your joints. 1. Start with gentle movements. Wiggle your fingers and toes, rotate your ankles, and stretch your arms before sitting up. 2. Do light knee lifts. While lying down, slowly move your legs to increase circulation in your hips and lower body. 3. Roll your shoulders and take deep breaths. Engage in light stretching before standing to help loosen your muscles. These small movements make a big difference. A few extra minutes of gentle stretching can mean the difference between feeling sluggish and unsteady versus stepping into your day with confidence. It's also important to be mindful of your first steps in the morning. Using a sturdy surface for support and avoiding sudden movements can help prevent unnecessary strain on muscles and joints. The way you start your day matters. Taking a few extra moments to wake up your body properly can help prevent injuries, reduce pain, and improve overall mobility as you age. What these mistakes have in common? Of these 4 mistakes may seem minor on their own, but together they reveal a pattern: small, overlooked habits that accumulate over time, affecting health, energy, and long-term well-being. The body becomes more sensitive to routine as it ages, and what once seemed insignificant can now make the difference between feeling strong and alert or sluggish and vulnerable. What stands out in all of these mistakes is that they are completely preventable. They don't require drastic lifestyle changes, just small, mindful adjustments that can protect and enhance quality of life. By taking simple precautions, standing up more gradually, hydrating first thing, fueling the body before coffee, and stretching before movement, you give yourself the best possible start each morning. These small shifts might not feel urgent, but over time, they can mean the difference between staying independent and facing unnecessary health challenges. With awareness comes control. Now that you know these risks, you have the power to change them. And the best part? These changes take only minutes, but can add years of strength, energy, and mobility to your life. Aging brings wisdom, experience, and a deeper appreciation for life. But it also comes with changes in the body that require more care and attention. The habits we once ignored in our younger years can have a much greater impact now. The good news is that simple adjustments in your morning routine can prevent unnecessary health risks and help you start the day feeling stronger, more energized, and more in control of your well-being. In the previous sections, we discussed the dangers of getting out of bed too quickly, skipping hydration, drinking coffee on an empty stomach, and ignoring morning stiffness. These small but common habits can contribute to dizziness, poor circulation, digestive issues, and mobility problems. But what can you do to ensure that your mornings support your body rather than put it at risk? Let's explore a few key adjustments that can help you avoid these pitfalls and build a morning routine that promotes strength, balance, and longevity. A slow and steady start to the day. Rushing into the morning puts unnecessary strain on the body. Instead of jumping out of bed and immediately beginning your routine, give yourself time to transition from rest to movement before even sitting up. Spend a minute or two moving gently in bed. Wiggle your fingers and toes, stretch your arms overhead, and slowly roll your ankles to get your blood flowing. Once you sit up, take a few deep breaths and let your body adjust. These small actions help prevent dizziness and sudden drops in blood pressure. If you've ever felt lightheaded after standing up to fast, this small change can make a significant difference. It gives your circulatory system time to regulate itself, ensuring that blood reaches your brain and muscles properly before you take your first steps. The right hydration at the right time. Hydration is essential, especially in the morning when the body is naturally dehydrated. But it's not just about drinking any liquid. It's about making sure you're consuming the right kind of hydration first. Water should be the first thing you drink in the morning, not coffee or tea. While caffeine can be enjoyable, it acts as a diuretic, meaning it can dehydrate you further. A glass of water first thing replenishes fluids lost overnight, supports circulation, and helps with digestion. If plain water isn't appealing, try warm water with a slice of lemon. This not only hydrates, but also aids digestion and provides a gentle boost of vitamin C. Many older adults don't feel as thirsty as they did when they were younger, but that doesn't mean their bodies don't need hydration. Making a conscious effort to drink water in the morning can help prevent fatigue, brain fog, and even more serious conditions like strokes or heart issues related to poor circulation. Eating before coffee, a small change with big benefits for those who have spent decades starting their morning with a cup of coffee. The idea of changing this habit may seem unnecessary. But drinking coffee on an empty stomach, especially as you age, can lead to digestive discomfort, increased acidity, and even blood sugar imbalances. The fix is simple. Eat something small before your first cup. It doesn't need to be a full meal. Just a light snack like a banana, a handful of almonds, or a slice of whole grain toast can help protect your stomach lining and regulate your body's response to caffeine. If you've noticed that coffee makes you feel jittery, anxious, or lightheaded, this small adjustment can make a big difference. Eating first slows caffeine absorption, providing a more steady release of energy rather than a sudden spike followed by a crash. For those with acid reflux or sensitive digestion, switching to a lower acid coffee or adding a splash of milk can also help reduce irritation. Gentle movement to reduce stiffness and prevent injury. Morning stiffness is a common complaint among older adults, but it doesn't have to be something you just accept. The key is to get the body moving before putting too much pressure on your joints. Instead of standing up and immediately beginning your day, take a few extra minutes to stretch while still in bed. Bring your knees toward your chest. Gently roll your shoulders and stretch your arms to release tension. Once you stand up, continue with slow, controlled movements. Avoid quick or jerky motions that can put unnecessary strain on muscles and ligaments. If your joints feel especially tight, try warming them up with simple activities like gentle knee bends, walking in place, or using a warm compress on areas that feel stiff. This extra bit of care can help prevent muscle pulls, reduce pain, and keep your mobility strong for years to come. Creating a morning routine that works for you. There is no single perfect morning routine that works for everyone, but there are certain habits that can universally support health and well-being as we age. The goal isn't to overhaul your entire morning, but rather to make small, sustainable changes that set you up for success. Consider what your body needs. A gentle wake-up to prevent dizziness and falls, hydration to support circulation and cognitive function, a small snack before coffee to protect digestion and energy levels, stretching to reduce stiffness and improve mobility. By incorporating these small but impactful habits, you give your body the care and attention it needs to function at its best. Many of the most dangerous health risks for older adults don't come from dramatic accidents or illnesses, but rather from small, unnoticed habits that accumulate over time. The way you start your morning influences the rest of your day, affecting your energy levels, your stability, and your overall sense of well-being. Now that you're aware of these common mistakes, you have the power to avoid them. The adjustments are simple, but their impact is profound. Taking a few extra minutes in the morning to move gently, drink water, eat before coffee, and stretch can make the difference between feeling sluggish and off balance versus stepping into the day feeling strong and prepared. Your body has carried you through decades of experiences. Treat it with the care it deserves. The way you start your day has a lasting impact on your health, your energy, and your overall well-being. Small, unnoticed habits like jumping out of bed too quickly, skipping hydration, drinking coffee on an empty stomach, or ignoring morning stiffness can accumulate over time and contribute to serious health risks. But here's the most important thing to remember. These risks are preventable. Making simple adjustments to your morning routine can protect your body, improve your quality of life, and help you feel your best as you continue to age gracefully. It's not about making drastic changes overnight. It's about making mindful, intentional choices that support your long-term health. One of the greatest misconceptions about aging is that discomfort, fatigue, and weakness are inevitable. While the body does change over time, many of the challenges people face are not simply due to aging itself, but rather to habits that no longer serve them. By taking a closer look at your daily routine and making adjustments, you can prevent unnecessary strain on your body. The simple act of moving more slowly when getting out of bed, drinking water before anything else, and stretching before starting your day can significantly reduce the risk of falls, dehydration, and joint pain. Every small action adds up. And the best part? These changes don't require expensive treatments, complicated exercises, or unrealistic commitments. They just require awareness and consistency. By making these small changes, you'll begin to notice positive shifts in how you feel throughout the day. Here's what you can expect: more stability and balance when you wake up slowly and give your body time to adjust. You reduce dizziness, and lower your risk of falls. Increased energy levels drinking water first thing in the morning helps your circulation, prevents brain fog, and keeps you feeling more alert. Better digestion and reduced discomfort eating before coffee and staying hydrated. Supports gut health and prevents acid reflux, bloating, and nausea. Less joint stiffness and muscle tension. Gentle movement in the morning helps your body transition smoothly from rest to activity, reducing pain and stiffness. Stronger heart health. Staying hydrated, avoiding sudden movements, and stretching all contribute to better circulation and cardiovascular function. These benefits don't just improve how you feel today. They protect your health for years to come. When you prioritize these simple habits, you're investing in your ability to stay active, independent, and strong well into the future. The gift of longevity and independence. Many people assume that aging means losing control over their health, but the truth is that small, consistent habits can determine how well you age. Imagine waking up each morning without dizziness, without joint pain, without the sluggishness that makes it hard to get moving. Imagine having the energy to do the things you love, whether it's gardening, walking with friends, or playing with your grandchildren without feeling weighed down by fatigue or discomfort. By taking care of your body each morning, you give yourself the best chance at maintaining independence, strength, and vitality, honoring your body with the care it deserves. Our body has carried you through years of experiences, challenges, and triumphs. It deserves to be treated with kindness and care. Taking a few extra moments in the morning to hydrate, stretch, and move with intention is a way of honoring everything your body has done for you. It's a way of saying, I choose to take care of myself. I choose to invest in my well-being. I choose to give myself the best possible start each day, because at the end of the day, aging isn't just about the years you've lived, it's about the life you continue to create. And every small, mindful choice brings you one step closer to a healthier, stronger, and more fulfilling future.